Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is hip hop education and the importance of it, because we just sat down with KRS and he was talking about it. And I've heard you speak about how you had teachers that used to play Black Star and Common and the Roots.
Correct.
And this and that. And the importance of having like hip hop in your life like that. Like you really be on it, man. Like but break down how that experience at school led to the type of artist you ended up becoming.
Okay, well, I'll be more specific.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to, I'm a writer. I tend to veer, so help me. I literally
we don't help each other, because I was trying to figure out to get my thoughts together as I'm asking a question too. I got a lot of questions and a lot of thoughts at the same time.
Each one teach one. Yes. We all we got.
Yeah, both hands. One hand wash the other.
All that.
And both hands wash the face.
Come on now, church. So, I grew up. I grew up in independent music retail, mom and pop shop. My grandfather, Cletus Anderson, he migrated from Mississippi to California because he wasn't fucking with Jim Crow. He's gonna fuck around and get lynched. So he had to get up out of there.
Right.
God bless his soul. Came out here and made a way and started the VIP record stores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And kept that going within the family. My Uncle Calvin made the Long Beach VIP, which is still open, world famous. That's where Snoop started, and a lot of different legendary artists have had their start. Ice-T even recorded his first demo at a VIP. We might have started gangster rap. We'll put a pin in that though. You know
this the motherfucking thanks y'all get?
Come on, we'll put a pin in hello. All right, but so as a kid, I wasn't so much into music off the rip because it was kind of like business. It was like what we sold.
Yeah.
We would only be playing in like what people paid to play. And so when I went home, it was quiet. My mama listened to me. My mama didn't have a playlist. Like, I didn't grow up in that type of environment. And so I really found hip hop organically. I think it was really kind of like more so like Bone Thugs and Harmony and like Twista, like that, that type of flow, and and that type, and so then I started like listening and realizing what it was doing, and I just really got a chance to discover it organically. So I had been through that, was text battling, you know what I'm saying? Cannabis.
Chat room rap.
We be talking about text. His generation don't know nothing about that.
Come on, bro.
Man,
I was all up in there.
We had to be outside.
Bro, yeah, right. Yeah, come on. Yeah. You feel me?
But that's I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah, Black Planet Freestyle, BlackPlanet.com, Freestyle Chat.
I was all up in there, Loud.com. I was all up in there.
Come on, gang. And then when Yahoo Conference Chat, I'm telling you, I stole my
I was all up in that.
I stole my first desktop mic from Radio Shack, gang. I did.
I saved the money to go get one from Radio Shack to do that.
Y'all some criminals.
Respect. We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah. Key style, right?
Right. Key style. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things where, it really was a great foundation in building blocks and writing. And,
it taught you how to write.
You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But then you realize that, it's just typing. Now, can you, do it to music?
What my problem was from that stuff though, because we used to create excuses about it because I'm coming from the Midwest. It's not like I'm living in a extremely hip hop induced environment.
Right.
It's a rap environment.
Right.
I mean, people outside rapping at parties and stuff, but ain't nobody really tripping off like the elements of hip hop and upholding certain standards like that.
Correct.
So by the time I started going outside to rap on beats and stuff, I couldn't really rap on beat because I was doing all of this all the time. And I had to start really like finding ways to participate in the culture.
For sure, exactly. That and I'm glad you said that too, because that's why I think it's it's important that like, like I wrote my first verse to Twista's Emotions off of Adrenaline Rush. That gave me flow. So I'm doing that, and then this is before text battling. So I already knew flow. I'm a nigga too. I mean, at the same day, you know what I'm saying? It's in me. I mean, we
Did you go by Ab-Soul back in that era when you was?
Oh no, I went through many. Yeah, that's a whole nother story too. You know what I'm saying? That how that came about. A long story, but beautiful. Anyway, but getting into moving from the text battling, to the conference chat freestyles, doing it live, and then download, BitTorrent, what I'm saying, getting I had Acid Pro 4.0 recording my first. I still got before SoundCloud it was SoundClick. I still got a SoundClick page like where we was dropping music, doing stuff like that, and so this is what I was on. So that class that you're referring to is my African American Lit class in high school. Shout out to Mr. Lau, Coach Lau. He's very important because I always have to say this because he taught me. I was already on my journey, but he taught me. Once you get the Willie Lynch doctrine, it just things just it's different. Yeah, it's like, all right, okay, I see what's okay, all right. So I told him at a certain point, I said, man, I really, I think I want to be a rapper. I think I want to pursue it. And, I was known for it around the campus, so he was aware and stuff like that. And he was like, hey, said, Herbert, man, I don't mind you being a rapper. I don't that's fine. But just as long as you say something. And I just, that's it. Just, I just understood exactly what he meant. As long as you say something.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Like, and coming from, we, like I said, walking into class, Black Star playing, you know what I'm saying, Common, all of the homies, man. I'm like, what you know about this, brother? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, and those building blocks. In contrast to, you hear a lot of stories about how teachers weren't so supportive.
Right.
Weren't so, and we, had to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I grew up with support. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't walk around, asking for help. Like, so imagine I'm working in a record store, right? At the decline of physical distribution, right? And my mom is my manager, okay?
Right.
And she see, I've never one like, what you watch, Mom? You just, I'm gonna, it wasn't that type of thing. But she seen me, it's tumbleweed rolling by the record shop. So she seen me in there work on the computer all of the time. And she seen what I was doing. She, you know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, so you want to be a rapper, huh? I'm an AP honor student, all of that, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Beat the case, though. I wasn't a straight A student. I beat the case. I jugged it out. But I was like, yeah, I think I'm on to something. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, that's cool. She was like, nah, okay, just go dust off the rap section.
That's a bar.
You feel me?
She hit you with bars when
she didn't say, and it wasn't a jab. It was just like,
Actual
what I mean?
fact, bro.
Don't quit your day job.
Right.
I think that was the point she was saying, you know what I mean? Like, it was never discouraging or like,
right.
Real talk. But yeah, and it put food on my table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I sold your records. I owe y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's the even exchange. Y'all owe me too.
Yeah. It's mutual.
It's mutual.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I really got I had a crash course on this shit. Kevin Liles used to put up posters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, like I'm saying, like just showing how far we've come and how far we can go.
That's right.
And I got my, Napster came, all of the, the download came in and all of that. But Apple, Spotify, Apple came in and, these different services. And we made that move. And that was Long-Term Mentality. That was the first album that I sold. And Murs came to the store and asked my mom if he could take me on tour.
Yeah.
The Paid Dues tour.
Murs a real one. That Paid Dues tour is a real situation.
It's a real situation. Shout out to Murs, man. God black. And I went on tour, man, and I can't to come back to the record shop being closed indefinitely. So I got into the evolution of retail right on time. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one door closes, another one opens. So it's been a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Which side are you on? Get off the fence, son.